Many local businesses were closed over the long weekend under laws prohibiting most trading on Good Friday and Easter Sunday. It's a hot topic of debate each year, and Otago Chamber of Commerce Chief Executive Dougal McGowan joins us to talk about it. Good evening.
Good evening.
What is the Chamber's position on Easter trading?
Yeah, look, the Chamber doesn't have a specific stance on this. What is quite clear is the law, and that is what all businesses should be following. But we are constantly listening to what our businesses are telling us and what, in particular, retailers telling us about these days.
So what is the law?
Well, at the moment, interestingly enough, on a Sunday you can go and get your hair done, you can go and get a video, and there are some quite specific things like going to the petrol station or to the dairy. But for many other things you can't do anything on that Sunday. Friday is even tighter again, where there's basically nothing should be happening.
What feedback do you get from local businesses about the law?
It's quite mixed and varied. From those who say we've got too many shopping days already, this is from the owners of the shops, to those that say these are the best trading days we have, we need to be able to open them every time, and you know, if people want to buy things they should be able to come in and do so. It is quite mixed and varied.
Do many businesses flout the law at the risk of getting fined?
Look, the absolute number is really hard to define. We've done a survey today, as we usually do, and that's about trying to find out some of the trends and patterns that go on year. I mean, the official data last year was that there were 39 complaints, of which 2 were upheld, and there were 27 or 29 that received letters. Each year it seems to be growing, those that are flouting the law. And when you have a look this weekend up in Wanaka, with the airbirds over Wanaka, I think you'll find that probably every shop in town was open. I wouldn't be surprised on that Sunday. What
do you think are the benefits to a business to be forced to close at Easter?
Look, particularly for the staff, they need to have a rest. There's new health and safety laws coming in, and one of the really important parts of that is the health side of it, so the health of our workers, and they need to be able to have a break to be feeling well as well. What
is the perceived downside of the law?
Yeah, well, I mean, for retailers who are paying rent, they pay those no matter whether the shop door's open or closed. So for them, having the door open means that the tills might ring. And some of them are telling us that they ring really well during those days.
How do Dunedin stores react when you compare it to those in central Otago, for example?
Yeah, well, this is where the law does become slightly confusing for many, and that's about the fact that places like Queenstown, or some places in Queenstown, are allowed to be open because of the tourist nature of the town, whereas for others might be right next door, a town very close by that may not be able to open during those days. And I think there's a retailers amendment before and select committee at the moment, and that's gone through its first reading at Parliament, and that's really going to create an open dialogue to really get into this issue, and for the retail in particular to get stuck into what they really want to happen.
Some years ago it was always considered that Easter time you'd only find essential services like petrol stations and dairies open, but you can go to a fast food restaurant now. Why are they allowed to open?
Oh look, this is the shadowy part of the law, I suppose, and some people just flouting it themselves, and that's about the fact that for them the amount of money they get coming in through the door during that day is more than what the fine will actually be, and we know that the rate of prosecutions is quite low.
Do other countries in the Western world have similar trading laws at Easter time?
Yeah, again, each country, each state within them has different laws, and that's really where the bill before Parliament now is promoting that local councils and local bodies will actually be able to decide based upon what the local people are telling them. So that could be a really good thing potentially moving forward.
Otago Chamber of Commerce Chief Executive Dougal McGowan, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.